Okay, just want to share with you. Okay, so you were asking for the Scala and Chiltern Park, right? Which one should we get? Okay, so and how we actually determine. Okay, so I generated this trend chart for you. Okay, so for the whole District 19, right? The trend chart is the one in yellow. Okay, let me go through legend first, okay? Then for the Scala is the trend in blue, the blue line, which is the uppermost line, the blue color one. Then the Chiltern Park is the one in red, which is the most bottom one. Okay. So which one should you choose, right? If that time, if you come in during then, right? Okay, last time, if you come in like in 2010, making a choice between whether should you buy the new launch, the Scala, okay, or you should get Chiltern Park. So during that time, since you have already gotten the pricing, right? Okay, or roughly you know what is the launch price indicative. So you can actually determine this point, okay, the price gap from there. But anyway, we don't talk about price gap first. Okay, let me share with you the trend over the past from 2010 to 2024, which is this year. So for the Scala, you look at the growth, right, is 48%. Okay, from the top here, you can see is 48%. Then for the yellow line, right, which is the overall District 19 trend, right, is 79%. Okay, meaning to say the Scala actually failed to perform as good as the overall trend. Okay, then if you compare to Chiltern Park, right, even though it is very, very old, if you look at the trend, it is actually still increasing at the 88% trend. Okay, so this is one thing to note. And bring your attention to the 2010, this portion here. You see a 55.92%. Okay, so this is the price gap that I'm talking about. Just like that time when I buy my own Grandeur 8, comparing with Central that time. Okay, similarly, the price gap during then, why I chose a resale Grandeur 8 is because the price gap between the new launch and the resale is about more than 50%. So it's really a no-brainer to get the resale, because if the price gap is big, between the resale and the new, okay, the resale will chase the price of the new. New will definitely go higher. The resale will chase. So the gap will be about the same one. You can see this trend chart, right? The gap is always the same. It's like in parallel one. Okay, so the resale will always chase up. So meaning to say, the resale you put a lower outlay, end day your profit margin will be thereabouts. Okay, so this one will be of the lower risk. But if the gap, the price gap in between is less than 20%, then I would say it is a no-brainer to get a new launch. Okay, that's why you can see people in like those Lentor, okay, buying Lentor new launches, because the resale around there is already 1,009, and then the new launches is about 2,000, 2,001. So the gap is very, very close. Okay, it's only about 10-15% gap. So that one will make more sense to buy new launch. So in order to determine whether new launch or resale, we really need to read into the trend. Okay, read into the trend, then you know which one is better. Okay, so let's say now, let me add one more point to check now. Okay, so now let's say in 2024, you are coming in again to determine. Okay, so you see now the gap between Chiltern Park and the Scala. Okay, now the gap is closing up already. It's 23% already. Okay, so if you ask me, this situation, okay, is a bit tricky now because it's very close. Okay, it is very close. Will the Scala continue to go up further, or will Chiltern Park close up the gap? Okay, so which one will have more risk? Okay, this one you got to think for yourself. Okay, because Chiltern Park is very, very old. Okay, so it might not tide through the test of time. Okay, but the Scala still young in that sense. Okay, will have a longer time to grow. Okay, so I would say, since the gap is already like 23%, okay, and then being newer, I think it will be less risky to get the Scala. So this is my take. Anyway, up to you, up to your decision. Alright.